Being there when you need us the most. At Westfield Insurance, we take these words to heart. A promise of protection means more to us than simply insuring your home, auto, or business. Our agency partners and employees are part of the communities where you live and work. We know what our customers do. That's why we support programs that you and your family care about most, like academic excellence, teen driving safety, and neighborhood improvement. Westfield Insurance, sharing knowledge and building trust in your community.
The Westfield Insurance Brain Game. Sharing knowledge, building trust. It's the Westfield Insurance Brain Game. Now, here's your host, Chuck Lofton.
And we're so glad that you joined us on the Westfield Insurance Brain Game. Hey, this season is going just like that. We're in the quarterfinals now, and so we're expecting a real good game today. And we're so thankful that Zionsville and University are here representing the Eagles, Alex, Michael, Spencer, and Evan, and the Trailblazers from University High School, represented by Alex, the captain, Christina, Evan, and Jack. Welcome, everybody. Glad you're here. We're looking forward to a good game. And, of course, we can't have this game without a judge. And, again, from the University of Indianapolis, Matthew Shaw is with us today. And we're so glad Matt's joining us, as well as you. Now, before we begin the game today, players, of course, we've got to do this brain game tradition. It brings solace, peace, and confidence. Our deep breath. There we go. All right, serenity now. Here we go. This is our first question, and it concerns time. What time is in traditional time if the military time is 2100 hours? And Evan?
9 p.m.
9 p.m.'s right. What literary technique did Charles Dickens use repeatedly in the opening lines of A Tale of Two Cities? Alex?
Paradox.
Yes, we would also accept contrast or juxtaposition, but paradox is what we're really looking for. Good job. All right, point goes to Zionsville. Now, what peninsula lies between Jordan and Egypt? And Spencer?
The Sinai Peninsula.
That's correct. Okay, I'd like for you all now to study the monitor, and once the image comes up, I'd like for you to identify this Brazilian auto racing driver who competes in the IndyCar Series and is a three-time Indianapolis 500 winner. Who is that good-looking guy with the bottle of milk? Michael?
Silva.
No. University? You're going to hate yourself. It's Elio Castroneves. Okay. All right, so let's continue. I want you to listen very closely here. It is about 3 centimeters across and 7 meters long. Identify this organ where most digestion takes place. Evan?
Small intestine.
That's correct. What is the process in which a chemical reaction with large molecules are broken into small... Alex?
Decomposition.
No, I'll continue for University. Are broken into small molecules by the addition of water. And Evan?
Dissolving.
No, I was looking for hydrolysis. Okay? Let's continue now with a sports question. This is part of the jargon used in what sport? Roughing, yellow card, touchline. Alex?
Soccer.
Soccer is correct. Now to U.S. history. Before Hawaii and Alaska were admitted as states, how many members were there in the Senate? And Spencer?
96.
That's correct. Okay, time to spell. Here's your spelling word. To expand, to increase, spell the word proliferate. Michael?
Proliferate.
That's correct. So Zionsville gets the point. And let's go from spelling to the world of art now. Identify the French cubist whose work Nude Descending a Staircase caused... Spencer?
Duchamp.
Duchamp is correct. Let's give you a current events question, and this is from Channel 13 Eyewitness News. The fight between Apple and the FBI over security protections on the San Bernardino gunman's iPhone have many tech leaders taking sides. Who is the American computer programmer and, Michael?
Bill Gates.
Bill Gates, who throws support for the FBI, actually, on that issue. Let's continue now. What is the predicate adjective to the wisecrack by H.L. Mencken? Puritanism is the haunting fear that somewhere, someone might be happy. And Christina?
Happy.
Happy is right. Okay, listen closely. What is the least common multiple of 24 and 36? Christina?
72.
72 is right. The Constitution states that the trial of all crimes, with one exception, shall be by jury. The exception is in cases of, Michael.
Treason.
No. University. Have an answer? Okay, I'm looking for impeachment. That's the one crime. All right, let's go to a bonus qualifier now. If you're not familiar with that, this is actually worth 3 points. But first you have to get the 1-point question right. So that's for everybody. Here we go. Mickey Mouse was the first cartoon character to receive a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Which long-toothed cartoon character was second? Christina.
Bugs Bunny.
Bugs Bunny is right. We raised the bar high on these questions, let me tell you. But now, Christina, the answer has to come from you, and this is 2 points. So here we go. Bugs Bunny edged out Mickey Mouse by being the first animated cartoon character to have what in 1997?
No, 97.
Well, that's Space Jam, right?
Have an answer?
So.
A movie.
Okay, yeah.
Christina?
A movie.
No, it was his image on a U.S. postage stamp. All right, so you still get 1 point out of that. Let's go to musical instruments now. And what name is given to an apparatus on a drum set in which the drummer uses a foot pedal to cause two cymbals to come together? And Michael.
Hi-hat.
Hi-hat's right. The Hungarian Revolution grew out of unrest that began to emerge in Hungary during the spring and summer of what year, Michael?
1956.
That is correct. All right, let's go back to sports again, and the sport of weightlifting. What weightlifting class is between featherweight and middleweight? Spencer.
Lightweight.
No. University? Okay, I'm looking for welterweight. That's the answer there. Here we go with our next question. Ecdysis, the periodic loss of the outer cuticle of arthropods, is also known as, Spencer.
Molting.
Molting is right. So with that, we go to the face-off. We have an 11-4 score. Zionsville, you're in the lead. And before we do our face-off, Alex and Alex, here's the category. Tony and Oscar winners. So only 9 actors have won both awards for the same role. So Alex and Alex, here we go. Yul Brynner won both awards for playing King Mongkut in what musical? Have an answer? Alex.
Rocky Horror.
Nope. Alex. B. It was The King and I. The famous King and I. Michael, Christina, you're next. Anne Bancroft won for playing Annie Sullivan in what play and movie? Christina.
Little Orphan Annie.
No. Michael?
The Miracle Worker.
That's correct. All right, Spencer and Evan, up to you now. Rex Harrison won for playing Henry Higgins in what musical? Okay, the answer is My Fair Lady. And Evan and Jack, you're up to bat now. Joel Grey won a Tony and an Oscar for playing the Master of Ceremonies in what production set in 1930s Berlin? Jack.
Cabaret.
That is correct. So University gets the point. It's 12-5. When we come back, more questions, another face-off, and then later on in the show, our minute quiz. We're going to add those points up quickly. Stay with us. You're watching the Westfield Insurance Brain Game.
Stay tuned. The Brain Game. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Westfield Insurance Brain Game.
This is the part of the show I always like, especially when we get to the quarterfinals, because we get to meet our contestants here. And from Zionsville, they're in the lead 12-5. Alex, welcome.
Hi, Chuck. I'm Alex Hahn from Zionsville High School. I'd like to thank our wonderful coach, Mr. Fowler, who drove us here today, and the rest of our Quiz Bowl club who support us in all of our endeavors.
Fantastic. Hi, Michael.
Hi, Chuck. I'm Michael DeBroda. I'm a senior at Zionsville, and I'd just like to thank our parents and families for always supporting us in whatever we do.
Fantastic. Spencer, welcome.
I'm a junior. My name is Spencer, and I'd like to thank our alternates, Nick and Neil, and our other coach, Ms. Newman.
All right. And Evan, good to have you with us today.
Hi, I'm Evan, and I'd like to thank our wonderful teachers and administrators for supporting the team and watching the Brain Game every week.
All right. Fantastic. Trailblazers from University, represented by Alex. Hi, Alex.
Hello, I'm Alex Brinkman, and I would just like to thank all of our teachers, faculty, and administrators at University High School.
All right. Christina, you're the captain. Welcome.
I'm Christina. I'm a senior at University High School, and I'd really like to thank our heads of school for always cheering us on and who actually had the idea to start the team in the first place. It's worked out well for us.
Yes, it has. We're glad you guys did that. Evan, welcome.
Hi, I'm Evan Vesper, and I'd like to thank our coaches, Chris Bradley and Beth Freedy, for helping the team.
Fantastic. Welcome, Jack.
Hi, I'm Jack Paganelli. I'm a sophomore at University High School, and I'd like to thank our alternates, A.J. Johnson and Jay Maturi.
All right, fantastic. And hey, before we start with our next question, how many of you attended Sycamore School for elementary school? That's a lot. That's a lot. So good job, Sycamore, sending people to the brain game. All right, now it's time to continue here with the Westfield Insurance brain game. For this question, we're going way back in history, okay? Name the Polish priest who published the Renaissance work on the revolutions of celestial bodies. And Jack.
Copernicus.
That's correct. Who is the latest celebrity voice to be added to Google's free traffic navigation map, Waze? And Alex.
Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman is right. The sailing term forecastle, indicating, Alex?
That is short for forecastle.
That is correct. It indicates the raised deck at the front of a vessel is a syncope. All right. Now, put on your internal MP3 headsets. Here we go. Listen to the following. Identify the singing group of this 1965 classic song. Christina.
The Supremes.
That is absolutely right. I would have also accepted Diana Ross at the Supremes, but you got it right. In what philosophical dialogue does Socrates discuss the nature of justice with his... Who we got? Spencer.
The Republic.
The Republic, with his friends, and outline the characteristics of the ideal state. So you get the point. Zinc reacts with hydrochloric acid to form zinc chloride and what gas, Evan?
Hydrogen gas.
Hydrogen's correct. All right, time for a bonus qualifier now, and this one is from 1 point, so every one of you has an opportunity to answer this. Is the domestic dog a carnivore, omnivore, or herbivore? Evan?
Omnivore.
Omnivore is right. So, University, you get that point. Christina, the next answer will have to come from you, and you can converse with your teammates. For 2 points, unlike humans who sweat everywhere, where do dogs sweat?
Their tongues.
Really?
Yeah, their tongues.
No, the pads of their feet is the answer, according to our judge. So we'll continue here. You get 1 point, though. The spasmodic contraction of what muscle produces hiccups? And Christina.
The diaphragm.
Diaphragm's right. Okay, time to study the monitor again. And once the image comes up, I'd like for you to tell me which of the choices, and Spencer?
Obedient.
Obedient. Which is the best definition for docile? And it is obedient. D. Okay, we'll continue. You get the point, Zionsville. Software programs that allow you to copy and distribute them are said to be in the, Evan?
Public domain.
Public domain. I would have also accepted open source, but public domain will accept. All right, name the German-born diplomat who served as Secretary of State under Richard Nixon. Evan?
Kissinger.
Kissinger is correct. What famous architect designed Robbie House and Spencer?
Frank Lloyd Wright.
Frank Lloyd Wright is correct. Okay, it's another time for you to study the monitor. Take a quick peek if you're doing something else at home, too. And tell me which of the following explorers led the first expedition to reach the North Pole. And Alex?
Would it be Perry?
It would be Perry. That's correct. What adjective, meaning amazing or fantastic, was derived from the name of the stories of a Greek slave? Anybody? And Jack?
Fabulous.
That is correct. Let's continue here. The metal fragment scattered by an exploding military shell, Michael?
Shrapnel.
Shrapnel is right. And it was named, invented by a British general named Henry Shrapnel. What forces hold molecules together in crystals? Christina?
Ionic forces.
Judge Shaw? No, we're not going to accept that. Zionsville? I think we wanted a little bit more specific. Evan?
Intermolecular.
What we were looking for were the van der Waals forces, so we wanted it real specific there. So let's go from that to, from science to sports. The Olympic Games had been dead for 15 centuries when what 29-year-old Frenchman proposed their revival? Anybody? Okay, the answer was Pierre de Coubertin. And by the way, the Olympics will be seen this summer right here on WTHR, and we'll have Anne-Marie Tiernan there to report from Rio. All right, let's do a face-off question now. And Alex, before I give you guys the question, here we go. What is the category? The category is salt, S-A-L-T, salt. So here we go. What element is added to commercial salt to help prevent, Alex?
Iodine.
Iodine helps prevent thyroid problems. Michael and Christina, rock salt is given what other name beginning with the letter H? Michael?
Halite.
Halite is correct. Spencer and Evan, what nation leads the world in salt production? Evan?
The U.S.
U.S. is correct. And then Evan and Jack, water saturated with salt is given what name beginning with the letter B? Evan? Kevin?
It's
Okay, we'll go to Jack. Do you have an answer?
Bicarbonate?
No, and I know you were thinking of it, Evan, but it was brine. Brine is the answer. Okay, 23-12, we've got the minute quiz coming up. We're going to add those points up very quickly. Stay with us. The Westfield Insurance Brain Game continues right after this.
Stay tuned. The Brain Game. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Westfield Insurance Brain Game.
Well, we've got a nice quarterfinal round going on here with University and Zionsville. Zionsville, you're in the lead, and it's time for the minute quiz, favorite part of the game. And Michael, you're the captain, so would you select packet A or B?
We will take packet B, Chuck.
That's a fine selection, young man. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. On what continent would you find the Weddell Sea?
Pass.
In what year did Lee surrender at Appomattox?
1865.
Who wrote Anna Karenina and War and
Tolstoy.
Peace? Who composed the orchestral works Rite of Spring and the Firebird?
Stravinsky.
What name is given to a male goose?
Gander.
What word means to soak a food in liquid prior to cooking?
Marinate.
Who wrote Remembrances of Things Past?
Proust.
What state is nicknamed the Gem State?
Pass.
Who wrote the Manifesto of the Communist Party?
Marx.
What word beginning with R refers to a group of lines regularly repeated in a poem?
Rhetoric.
How many furlongs are there in a mile?
6.
Which major newspaper features the motto, all the news that's fit to print?
New York Times.
Give the Hebrew greeting that translates literally as peace.
Shalom.
What state is nicknamed the land of 10,000 lakes?
Minnesota.
In what century did Gutenberg invent movable type?
15th.
How many keys are there on a full-size piano?
88.
Conjunctivitis is often called by what simpler name? In track and field's 110-meter hurdles, how many hurdles must each runner jump over?
11.
The answer was 10, but we got through 18 questions, and that's the most that we've had so far in any game in the quarterfinal round. 36 points now on the board for Zionsville. So, University, it's your turn. Christina, all the questions will come from you. Are you ready? Here we go. Name the two basic dialects of Chinese.
Mandarin and simplified.
Mandarin and simplified.
What world leader said, I have nothing to offer but blood, toils, tears, and sweat?
Churchill.
What term is used to describe verse without any regular meter or rhyme?
Free verse.
Free verse.
Who painted the best-known portrait of George Washington?
Pass.
Pass.
What name is given to a negatively charged electrode?
Anode.
Name the first man to travel into orbit.
Pass.
Name the musician whose 1975 landmark album was titled Born to Run.
Bruce Springsteen.
Bruce Springsteen.
Zambia and Zimbabwe were both formerly part of what nation?
Rhodesia.
What radical political party was founded by Bobby Seale and Huey Newton?
Pass.
We call them French fries. What do the British call them?
Chips.
What vitamin is also known as thiamine?
C.
What term refers to drowning an engine by feeding it too much gasoline?
Choking.
What common Latin expression means by the day?
Pass.
The word Neapolitan literally means a native of what city?
Naples.
What ruler led Greece during its so-called golden age?
Pericles.
Pericles is right, so you get the point. We're now going to continue with some questions. At some point, I'm going to stop things down with the judge's question. We'll try and get as many in as we can, and I won't wait as long for the answer. So here we go. Give the month and year in which Indiana was admitted to the Union. And Evan.
December 1816.
That's correct. Here's a who am I question, and let's go now first for 3 points. After 30 years of war, I subdued the Saxons and forced them to accept Christianity. Alex.
Charlemagne.
Charlemagne is right, so 3 points on the board for Zionsville. Many animals engage in a variety of behaviors to attract a mate. This behavior is called, Michael.
Courtship.
Courtship's right. Identify the novel by Eric Remarque that describes Jack.
Right on the Western Front.
That is correct. Okay, study the monitor now, and as you do, identify this country in dark orange that suffered for more than 40 years of communist rule. And Evan.
Albania.
Albania is right. Economists refer to the capability and desire of consumers to purchase goods as what driving force, Alex?
Purchasing power?
No, as what driving, Alex?
Demand.
Demand is correct. All right, let's go with the bonus qualifier again. This one is for 1 point. Anybody can answer it. What name is given to a word substituted for another to avoid giving, Christina?
Euphemism.
Euphemism is right, to avoid giving offense. So, Christina, now we'll give you a 2-point question. The answer has to come from you. For 2 points. What name is given to a word formed from the first letters of consecutive lines?
Acronym.
No, we were looking for acrostic, but you still get 1 point out of that. All right, listen closely to this next question. It's a math question. Reduce this fraction to the lowest terms. 108 over 60. Alex?
9/5.
9/5 is right. So we're going to throw in the judge's question. This is worth 3 points now. Anybody can answer it. In the United States, what's the difference between a pig and a hog? And Spencer?
Hogs are like the male pigs that can reproduce, and pigs have been castrated, so they can't.
I would have believed that, but it's not true. So, University, do you have an answer? Alex?
Hogs are for meat, pigs are not.
Actually, both of you are wrong. The answer is weight. Any swine over 180 pounds is a hog. Everything else is a pig. All right. Hope you're not having dinner at home. Here, let's continue here. The top-selling CD of the 1990s was the soundtrack of what Kevin Costner movie? And Jack?
Footloose.
No. Zionsville, you have a shot at it. Evan?
Schindler's List.
No, it was The Bodyguard, and it featured Whitney Houston on that soundtrack. Okay, let's go to another study to monitor here. Tell me which of the following hack writers are associated with street. Is it A, Wall? Christina?
Wall.
No. Zionsville. B, Grubb. C, Maine. D, High. Have an answer? Spencer?
D, High.
No, it's Grubb. Grubb Street. Let's continue now. What term meaning payable but overdue and unpaid may also be used in reference to a minor who has committed a criminal offense? Evan?
Juvenile.
No. University. Jack?
Delinquent.
Delinquent is right. A juvenile delinquent, had you said that, Evan, you would have gotten the point, but you get the point, Jack. Okay. During which phase of mitosis are the two sets of daughter cells pulled completely apart? Spencer?
Telophase.
Telophase is right. Time to spell now. So here we go. A storyteller. Spell the word raconteur. Michael.
R-A-C-O-N-T-E-U-R.
That is correct. So Zionsville gets another point. A 1-ton container is lifted to a height of 80 feet. How much potential energy does the container have in this position? Evan?
800 foot-tons.
No. You really, University, do you have an answer? Christina, go ahead.
80,000 foot-pounds?
No, we were looking for 160,000 pounds. So that's the answer. Okay, game's over. We're going to verify our scores. We'll be back with your official winner coming up on the Westfield Insurance Brain Game.
Stay tuned. The Brain Game. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Melissa Lindsay of Ellinger Riggs Insurance. Here's today's Westfield Insurance Sharing Knowledge Building Trust question. True or false, identity theft is the fastest growing crime in the United States?
For the answer and a chance to win an iPad mini, go to westfieldinsurance.com/WTHR Brain Game.